tonight, we ain't going out. So we invited everybody. The maid, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so blown, no one knows what it is, but we keep it on repeat cause we don't want it to end. We got the rest of our lives for the rest of our lives, and the rest of tonight for whatever feels right. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. One day we'll look back just shaking our heads, but right now we're too fast to slow down just yet. We're doing it our way, just acting our age. Just acting our age.
EA Sports. A huge division rivalry game on tap for us in this one. And here's a guy expected to carry a lot of the load for his team on the ground against one of their biggest enemies. It's the Falcons going up against the Buccaneers. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Gott and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
All right, thank you, Larry. We are on the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Oh, little 360. Run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. On first down, Ryan. He's got time. He completes it to Julio Jones. Gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that receivers, meaning they know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
Still on his feet. And he'll do a nice scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. And the box with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. That'll one. Here's Brian Anger now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complimentary football.
In trouble here and down. Levante David from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. They run a draw here on second down. And a short gain here. Get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they the tempo for the game.
Charles, they just handed them a gift. Going for it there. That spot of the field inside the 24.
Yeah, sometimes you think you've got plenty of time in a game, so you take a little bit of a crazy risk. This goes in the category of a crazy 3 on that one. But how about on the defensive side of the ball? To see them come out, line up, and decide to go for it there, you figure there's no way we're giving this one up. We're going to turn the ball over for our own offense and get some points out of it.
And they did the first part of that. Now they'll be looking to add those points with great field position. And they'll run it here. And he went back. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackle was there right away for a loss of yardage.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Maybe on the spot, actually no gain. So third and long. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a third and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position. Help out your team.
Surveying the field. Going for the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This one fielded at the 5. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 95 yards. And the Falcons, well, they... One receiver left, 2 to the right. Now Ryan. And that'll be in. Second down following the incompletion. Play action. Ryan. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. The sticks move.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Stiff-armed him. And he gets this inside. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This complete. It's C.J. Fedora.
Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we will toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. That's where we check in with Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And hello, I guess Larry's halftime show was buttoned through. And we are moving on and ready to go for the third quarter. This is taken at the 3. Look at the spin. And a nice return. Line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. Separation, as you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And to the 42-yard. All in a gain is 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, what a move. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Still going. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he will finally. Big-time play there for the Falcons. 57 yards. Well, he currently stands 2nd in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to 1st.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're 2nd and you want to be 1st, that type of running gives you something to shoot for.
And he gets in. A great effort there with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons will add on. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return. Line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy. 4 in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown. Big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball.
And now off to the races down the right side. A great play there. 64 yards. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to improve.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at about the 14. What a spin. A solid stiff arm. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
That sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how many they are. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake.
So how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yard defensively. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Here's Ryan to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Getting this one to the 14-yard line. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll fight his... And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this one down. 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No. The 4th down. After the touchdown, Aguayo now ready for the kickoff. This will be taken about the 12. And they're going to start this past the 30. The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. And last time out, they gave up the chip shot field goal, but obviously could have been worse than that. I think they felt pretty good about only giving up 3.
No doubt about it. Anytime an offense gets into the red zone, the thinking naturally for the defense is, okay, 3 points. We're going to give up 3 here. Let's make it no more.
The offense, they weren't very happy.
No, because there's an opportunity. Once you get to the red zone, you're not thinking about kicking a field goal. You're thinking about how do you get into the end zone. And when you don't, you walk off the field feeling a little bit of failure on that drive.
Yeah, who will have the better feeling at the end of this drive? And he'll cut it out to this. There he goes, right side. And he takes it in. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir. Well, Charles, it's one.
Tonight we ain't going out, so we invited everybody. The made, well, they're way too strong, but ain't nobody saying sorry. The speaker's so